good to have you in the office again. And I understand your interest is in proceeding against the retailer for the robbery that occurred out in the parking lot. And of course, that was a horribly unfortunate incident, and we'd love to hold the robber responsible, but we know what's going on there, the criminal charges and the very likely conviction and probably a somewhat lengthy prison sentence. So again, I understand that your interest is in seeing if you can recover your loss and for your injuries that occurred in the robbery from the retailer, whom I know you feel was responsible. And in fact, I agree. I think that the retailer had several things that the retailer could and should have done and didn't, and that those things were probably a cause in fact of your loss to this robber. Here's the challenge that we'll face, though. It's called a requirement of the law that we prove also proximate cause, not just the cause in fact of the injury, but proximate or legal cause. And I know that's confusing. It's a policy judgment that the courts will make and that a judge will decide, not a jury, but a judge will decide. And the judge will apply something that's called this question of whether the robbery was an intervening cause, just kind of contributing to your loss, the carelessness of the retailer in not having, lighting, not having, maybe security guards to discourage robberies or other crimes out in the parking lot. And when especially the retailer knew that there were many such crimes. But the other challenge is that the judge may decide that the robbery was itself a superseding cause, that it cuts off, the retailer's carelessness, because after all, it was a criminal act, an intentional and criminal wrong. And the law does give criminal wrongs, intentional and criminal wrongs, sort of greater weight in deciding whether to cut off the carelessness, the liability for the prior carelessness, like the shopkeeper in this case not having that security guard on duty when they usually were, and not having the lights fixed and lighting the parking lot and making it a reasonably safe place. So I think in all, I'm going to do a little more research, and I'm going to seriously consider representing you and taking your case and pursuing it against the retailer. We know that we're not going to sue the robber, but my decision could go either way. I'll be getting back to you very shortly in this, and the question will be about whether we can establish proximate cause. So I hope that this consult has been helpful. Thank you very much.